G'day guys, how's it going? This is Bond4 here, and as you see as the title, yes, I'll be talking about my top 8 predictions. AFL season is coming pretty soon. I think it's about 26 days or 25 days. So I'm looking forward to that. Looking forward to the Dogs' new players getting into the side. Treloar, Jamara, Hannon, and then Stephen Martin. And if I miss anyone else, I'm sorry. But yeah, looking forward to the 2021 season. I think it will be back to normal. Just the crowds won't be as big as 2019, but it's alright as long as it's back at MCG and SCG and stuff like that. It will be great. So, coming in at eighth position, I think it's going to be controversial this one, but I'm going to be picking the Blues. I'm going to pick the Blues because they have picked up a couple good players. They picked up Sard, Williams, and yeah, their team is developing. And last year they showed signs that they were a good enough team to make the 8, but they just lost crucial games that they actually probably should have won. So they need to probably fix their work in that. But if they can do that and win the big games, I think, yeah, they could make the top 8 and be a threat in the coming years, the next coming years to come, I reckon, the Blues. And I'm looking forward to seeing them play because they're a talented side. Paddy Cripps, like I said, didn't have the best year last year, but I think he'll be back and firing this year in 2021. So coming in at 7th, I would have to put the West Coast Eagles. I think the West Coast Eagles will finish 7th because I don't know why. I just think at that loss against Collingwood, that would have thrown them back big time. It's just a prediction, guys, so don't get mad. It's just my opinion on who I think is going to finish where. But I think the Eagles are a quality side, of course, and they have been for a long time now. But I just think still make the 8, still a pretty good side, but not as good as they used to be. They'll finish 7th, and I think, yeah, I don't know what will happen in the final series, but I think they'll finish 7th on the ladder and have an alright season. Alright, so coming in at 6th is my Western Bulldogs. I think the Dogs will finish 6th because one better than last year, and I think we have a great side, great midfield. Just we need to work on the back line, I reckon. And forward line's pretty decent. Just get rid of Josh Bruce. No, I'm joking. I'm really harsh on Josh Bruce. Josh Bruce just had an off season last year. So hopefully he can bounce back because I don't want to see another season like that because that was pretty bad from him. But I trust him to have a good season this year. Aaron Norton down forward firing. Mitch Wallace, little small forward. Jamara coming into the side. It's going to be good for the Dogs, I reckon, this year. I think we'll finish 6th, like I said, and if not 6th, 5th. But yeah, the Dogs will finish 6th. And yeah, so coming in at 5th will be the Saints. I think the Saints will finish 5th. Like I said, they, again, last year showed promising signs. They were actually a surprise team last year. Not really many people thought the Saints were going to make the top 8. Because the last couple of years before that, they've been pretty, I'd say ordinary, because, I don't know, just haven't been the best, but they proved everyone wrong last year and made the 8. They just couldn't quite beat the Tigers in the semi-final, and that kicked them out. They beat us in the elimination final, unfortunately. But yeah, Saints will finish 5th for me. So coming in at 4th, it's going to be the same top 4 as last year, but I think it's going to shuffle around a bit. So coming in at 4th, I think, it's tough. It's really tough. I think Port will finish 4th. Port had a big opportunity last year to get in the grand final, big opportunity to win it, but they blew it against the Tigers in a prelim final. It was very close, but wasn't close enough, was it? Because Tigers got the win. But I think Port are a great side, and I think they are one of the premiership favourites this year in the 2021 AFL season. So yeah, Port bounce back and be in the top 4. So coming in at 3rd, I predict the Tigers will come in 3rd. Amazing team, an absolute amazing team. But with the Tigers, I think they have a slow start to the year. In all their grand final years, they've had a decently slow start to the year. And then they just, in the middle of the season and the end of the season, they just go rampage and nearly win every game. But yes, the start of the year, the Tigers, like in 2019, they were looking not good at all. And then they just came good. And then 2020, they weren't at the best. But they just always seem to do it, the Tigers. I don't know what I'm talking about, but you know what I mean? Like, they just don't have the greatest start, but they always finish very strong and end up finishing in the top 4. But yeah, I think the Tigers will finish 3rd on the AFL ladder and push for another grand final 3 in a row. How good, or not how good would that be, but how good would that be for the Tigers fans? Alright, coming in at 2nd, I think the Brisbane Lions will come in finishing 2nd. A dominating year last year for the Lions, other than the prelim. They played against the Cats. That was a bit disappointing for them because they had a really good year until that game. Unfortunately for them, they got belted in the prelim by a better side, I reckon. But I think they have a lot of hope for this year. Great side, great young side, great talent, and yeah, looking forward to seeing them play. They got Joe Danaher, so that's big for them. And yeah, I think they'll be second on the AFL ladder. So that leaves us with first, and I think first will be the Geelong Cats. They're a great side, unbelievable side, and I think that they will take the whole thing home and win the granny. They've come close so many times, but I think this year will be their year. I don't know. It could be anyone's year, but I think the Cats will get the chocolates and finish first on the ladder. So that's my predictions. I'll chuck in a thing as well. So my thing is, if the Dogs do not make the top 6, we'll say, just to put a bit of spice on it, if the Dogs don't make the top 6, I will buy a GWS Guernsey. I don't care. I'll put Toby Green's number on it. I'll put 4 on it because I don't like Toby Green. All right, that is my dare, or my thing I'm gonna do if the Dogs don't make the top 6. Cheers, guys. Cheers.